AI is here to change content creation forever. And I'm not talking about those weird AI sloppy videos. There are practical AI tools that content creators need to be using if they want to compete in 2026. One of those tools that has made a huge difference in helping me make better thumbnails is Nano Banana from Google. And the best way to explain this is photo editing with prompts. So for example, I was doing a video comparison here of the iPhone 17 Pro Max versus the iPhone 13. And this is the actual image I took at a park for this thumbnail. And so all I did was I prompt, make the sky blue and the water more blue. And here's the result that Nano Banana gave me. And then I was able to download this, throw it into Photoshop, and just do some like basic color correction, make the colors pop a bit more, add a vignette, add some basic text, and look at the difference here. This is the Nano Banana. That was the original. Look at the color difference, the popping difference between these two. Like one of these images, potentially people are going to scroll past, while the other really pops and stands out. And literally my YouTube analytics show that. The video I made has over 60,000 views and the impression click-through rate is 14%. And that was just a super simple change. And of course, while we are talking about thumbnails, it is worth mentioning Photoshop as well. Because with Photoshop, you can literally generate things in your pictures. So in this photo, I'm actually just wearing a blue shirt. And I was actually able to use the AI generation inside of Photoshop to create this vest. And there's actually a few different variations it gave me. It gave me all these different ones I could use. I ended up going with this one. And it's literally as easy as selecting a certain area in your image, clicking generative fill, and just typing in what you want to generate. But you can also expand your images, which is something I use all the time. So if I click on this, I can literally extend this way. And I can extend this way. And I'm just gonna click generative expand here and click generate. And look at that, it's literally increased the size and I can change it. We could try this one, we could do this one, or we can even tell it what we want to be in that generative expand. Or maybe I want some extra flames over here. I could just select this area, generative fill, fire, click enter. And here we've got some additional fire off to the side. And I know it doesn't always get it right, but you can literally enhance your photos, be able to add things that weren't even there. And it's definitely something you shouldn't overlook. Now, the next two set of tools has to do with fixing your audio because there are still people using bad microphones or whatever microphones built into their phone or camera, especially in the world of TikTok and Instagram Reels. There's a lot of people just trusting their phone's microphone when they could really make their audio sound so much better. Now, if you are on PC or Mac, there is Adobe Podcast, which you can use for free, where you can literally just add your audio and it's going to enhance it. It's going to remove the background noise. It's going to knock out the echo and make it sound like it's in a podcast. And if you're on mobile, you can actually get Premiere Mobile for completely free on iPhone, eventually coming to Android, and they have an enhanced audio section. So you can just add your video clip in, turn on enhance audio, and you can adjust how much you want the audio enhanced, how much of the background noise you want removed, and it totally cleans up your audio. Now, the next set of tools has to do with AI editing, and this is a huge deal, especially if you are someone who does tutorials, talking head videos, you're just on camera talking to the camera. This makes a huge deal because using any of these tools is going to save you hours of time editing your videos, which you'll be able to put into something else. Now, the first tool I want to mention is Gling, and this $10 a month tool, you just add your video clip in and you tell it to remove silences and remove mistakes you made when you're talking to the camera, and it'll literally go through your video and within minutes remove all the silences, cut out all the mistakes, and you just have your video completely done, ready to go. And you can actually export this out to other editing apps if you do want to add things like text or B-roll and different things like that. But it literally does all the manual work of cutting the silences and connecting your sentences together. And if you do repeat your lines and make mistakes, it cuts that out too. And if you're someone who edits in Premiere Pro, you can use FireCut, which is essentially the same thing as Gling. It'll remove your silences, it can remove your mistakes, but it's natively in Premiere Pro. It's actually a extension and works inside Premiere Pro. So it's all in your timeline. And it also works if you do have multiple clips. Like for me, I usually have screen recordings going on, or maybe you have multi-talking points. It works for that as well. What does even multi-talking points mean? I mean multi-camera setups. It works for multi-camera setups. Now, if you're someone who wants to do AI editing, but you're not really tech savvy, you're not into Premiere, you're not really good at editing, I highly recommend then getting Riverside. It works in your web, which means you don't need a super fast computer. You can just open it on Chrome and be able to edit your videos in there, but it has AI editing tools built in to do the remove silences, remove mistakes, enhance audio, and it's literally just click, 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 and it'll go through and take care of everything, while also still letting you be able to add text, captions. If you want to add B-roll, those features are in there, but it's a lot simpler of an interface where you don't have to go learn professional grade software like Premiere or have to hop between a bunch of tools like Gling and another editor. And if you're someone who focuses on short form content, SubMagic also supports AI editing. Not only will it allow you to add auto captions and super engaging captions with emojis and the text that switches color, but it'll also do the remove silences and remove mistakes. So that way, if you film an entire short, you can just easily, in a few clicks, have it edited, have B-roll added automatically, have the captions, and be ready to export really quickly. Now, if you want to check out any of these tools, I have them linked below in the description. You can go check them out. Affiliate links are used when possible. And as more of these tools come out, I'll have tutorials for you. So make sure you click that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys later.